Okay, hi you guys. I am the CEO and founder of Exquisite Conversation and the CEO and founder of Exclusive. Hi you guys. I am the CEO and founder of Exquisite Conversation, Pavani J, and also the CEO and founder of Exquisite PR Firm. We were missing a host tonight, you guys. He's sick. Keep him in your prayers. But we do have an awesome artist here from a New York-based hip hop artist. He has brand new music produced by B.Dvine called A Better Tomorrow.
Yeah,
You guys, this beat and this hit gives everybody inspiration and hope. I'll let him introduce himself, and then we can go on with the conversation.
yeah. I'm LJS. Coming out of New York. I wanna first say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you. Thank you for having me. And yeah. I'm still pretty new. Probably got 2 years. I think 2 years now into this whole music stuff. So just a pleasure to be here. Pleasure to be be in a radio interview right now.
Oh, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate you coming. There seems to be a lag in our system. Um, we're probably going to be using a different system since you are new and this is your first interview. I'm grateful to have you here. I tip my hats off to you.
Thank you.
But we'll be using a different system here really, really soon. So tell me a little bit about how you got started in the music industry out of all industries.
Um. Well, like I remember. I got started. Well, when I first started, I was almost by myself. I had like a group of people I would hang out with that kind of introduced me into freestyling, and kind of like every rapper in this fucking background, I got into it by relationship issues, and then out of nowhere, it's kind of extended from there. But I was by myself for about a year going to sorry, I'm in my car right now, so if that
No,
happens
that's
every once.
okay.
Um, but I kind of got for about a year straight. I was myself, just going to different bars and stuff, and trying to, really just trying to work and get the confidence. But then out of nowhere, I was introduced to B at my first hip hop show, and since then,
Mm-hmm.
we kind of like good with friends. Like we became friends first, and then I recorded at his place, and he like, I guess he saw something in me that a lot of people didn't, and he kind of took his chance and helped me grow.
Okay. Okay. And can you say that name again? I think we kind of missed that.
Oh yeah, B Divine.
Be
Yeah,
divine. Okay. Okay. So he's seen
yeah,
something in you. That's how it usually
yeah.
works. Somebody usually holds your hand in the beginning. Did you ever think that you'll be a hip hop artist? Like out of everything that's going on in the industry, all the
Nah,
rappers, just really
to
never
be
like.
honest, yeah, nah, like, when I was in high school and middle school, like the freestyling at the lunch table, and it was shit. You know what I mean? It was bad. It was very bad. And even I used to play hockey a lot growing up when I was younger, and when I moved out to play in New Hampshire, I would freestyle. I would be forced to freestyle because they're like, "You're from New York." I'm like, I know, but I don't rap. I just listen to music, and they would force me to freestyle, and eventually it was like, all right, cool. Like it was cool to do, but I never envisioned this. I never
Hmm.
envisioned this until I actually once I started taking it seriously, it was like, all right, it's my it became one of my goals.
Okay. Okay. So you said it becomes one of your goals. So give us a couple of your other ones.
So, say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Give us a couple of one of your other goals.
Um, I guess just to be heard by
Hmm.
people. I know a lot of people. Uh, I don't know. I guess obviously to be a top artist one day. That's I'm pretty sure that's everyone's goal. But one of my main goals is to help people, if that makes sense. I don't care if I'm misunderstood. I don't care if um, I get judged, because that just comes with anything. I believe that
Mm-hmm.
everyone gets judged for nothing. So if I could help the people that feel like me, or that like have the same problems as me, then that I guess that's like the best goal of all.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I definitely agree with you on that. So on this new hit album, how many songs do you have?
So the I got the EP coming out. That's 5 songs. But the
Mm-hmm.
album I plan on releasing next year, sometime next year. But I plan on having about 10, maybe 11 songs on it.
Okay, tell me about the studio. Tell me what your studio time is like. Is it easy? Is it hard? Is it?
Oh, it's cool. It's like it's easy. I've been in I want to say a total of 4 different studios in my life, so not many.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the first two, the first one I was ever in was cool, but it felt forced. Like it just felt like there wasn't that vibe to it. It didn't have that vibe that I like. The second
Mm-hmm.
one seemed forced. Like the guy was just no, like almost controlling. Um, the third one I went to was B's, and it was cool. Like he let me do my thing, but he gave pointers and tips, and it wasn't like he was forcing me to do it, but at the same time he was making sure that I sound good at the same time, which I like, and that's kind of how it is now. It's like easy. I can get in there and do what I want to do, and then I'll ask him like, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And we'll kind of like join together on a like a conclusion on what sounds best.
Mm-hmm. And I like the way you
But
said that you guys get in there together. Do you agree or do you disagree? You can go in there and freestyle, um, and come up with a hit wonder by yourself. But working with someone else or maybe a team, is that better for you? Or just you and the producer in there jamming, doing what you guys got to do?
um, I feel like it's beneficial to have a team with you. And I'm in the process of building my team. It's hard because a lot of the times I'm finding people don't have the right motives to back you up. They're
Hmm.
in it for the wrong reasons, and a lot of times you'll see people with teams not stay in their lane. And that's something actually me and him talk about a lot. Where if you have a team, each person needs to be okay with sitting in their lane for right now, and understand that it's not just me, or it's not just him benefiting. It's everybody. So I think it's best to have a team. It's always cool to go solo, because the saying, if I want it done correctly, I'll do it myself. But I feel like if you have the people that you feel are right, with the right head on their shoulders, that are doing what's good for you and them, not just for them, I feel like it's beneficial. But then again, you need the right people. You don't need just anybody.
Absolutely. I definitely agree with you with the right people and the right team. Magic happens. Um,
Yeah.
and sometimes you think that the right team is the right team in the beginning, and you find out later that the right team isn't the right team, but you build a connections with certain people. And so I think that's the
Mhm.
hardest part of building a team and having a strong, um, background in it. So
Yeah.
if you weren't a rapper, and I don't know if you answered this question, but if you weren't a rapper, what would you be?
What would I be? So if you would ask me this like 4 years ago, I'd say, oh, an NHL player, because I always wanted to play hockey, and unfortunately I got like seriously injured. I think I had 6 concussions in 6 years, or 5 and 5, something like that. So my mind is kind of like a little messed up, and I was uh, I was forced to not play again, competitively at least. But I mean, now if I wasn't rapping, I'd probably stick to a 9 to 5. Steve Fitter in the city or whatever, just welding and construction worker. I tried the college route, but not didn't go as well as I thought it would.
Wow, wow. Okay. So has New York been always been your home?
Yeah, yeah. Strong Island, out in Patchogue. But
Okay.
you
So
know, yeah, I'm out in the city sometimes.
okay. So with your music, and with making an album, and with making your song, with making other songs. I'm so sorry. I don't want to disturb anything. And this is, please forgive me if I'm out. You guys on Facebook and the other units of the other social segments of the world. I'm trying to get it to where I don't come in and come out. I apologize for that. Um, just please forgive me. We'll go in and reiterate it and edit it. So with doing your music and so on and so forth, how many concerts have you been in, or who have you opened up for?
Oh, so I've opened up for Ritz. Who else? Not necessarily a concert. I guess or it might be considered a concert. But let's see, Ritz, Rod Digger. Um, I know Capadonna was at one. He was like the main act. And I'm sorry, please forget. Like if they're watching, please forgive me. I forgot. I'd forgotten some of their names, but it was cool. And I won't lie, I was nervous getting on stage because it was like that was my first time ever being in in front of people
Mm-hmm.
doing it in like a hip hop scene, not so much of just random people. So it was cool though. It was nice. It felt like a loving atmosphere. It didn't feel like everybody was there criticizing me or
Right.
you know. But then again, I had a shot before I went on, so just to loosen me
Well,
up. So that kind of
everybody does. Like, you have to relax. Like, that's not a big deal.
yeah
That's not a big deal. You have to have a shot or something to keep yourself relaxed, because it's definitely a different world when you step on that stage and you only see the first two or three rows. But
yeah.
once you get the vibe going, you're out there. But to work with, or not work with, but to perform for Raw Digga, that is like amazing.
Oh
What was that like?
oh, it was cool. To be honest, I don't think she paid attention to what I was doing because you know but it was cool. It was definitely cool, like a cool experience having them there or like knowing that they're there watching. And yeah, it was nice. It was. I won't lie. Like what helped was there was lights shining in my face, blinding me,
Mm-hmm.
so I couldn't see anybody. So it was like
Right.
that was the best part. That was the best
Right.
part.
The
I felt
first
like I
two
was in.
rows, that's why I said that's all you can see is the first two
Oh yeah.
rows. Everything
Well,
outside of
not
that
even
is like
that.
you can't really see it.
Yeah, not even that because I'm short. So the lights were like directly in my face. Yeah, so it was like I didn't see nothing. After that,
When
I
you say
had
you're
like
short, how
this.
tall are you?
Oh, I'm like 5'8", 5'9".
That's not short. That's the
Yeah.
average size man. I thought you were gonna say like 5'2". I was gonna be like, okay.
Oh, I should have said that. I should have said 5 foot.
Yeah, yeah. 5 foot, 5'2",
No.
that's considered kind of short as a man, but 5'8", that's the average size guy. But the lights were in your face and you couldn't see anything. Plus the alcohol gave you a vibe.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's that's what's up. I want to ask you one serious question. One serious
Hmm.
question. Um, if you had to sacrifice one skill, one of your skills, um, which one would it be, and why would you let go of it?
Now sacrifice for what? Like give it up for?
If you just had to sacrifice it, say if you had to sacrifice a skill to get to the next level in your career.
Mm, um. Oh man, sacrifice a skill. Now, like a rapping skill or like whatever skill I have in life.
I mean, whatever skill you have in life, like because you. The reason why I asked you that was because you said that you would be in the construction world, which a lot of New York people are in the construction world. By the way, people who know Pavani J, aka PJ, whatever, I drive 18 wheelers. So,
Oh no
um,
way.
yes, yes, way.
Oh, that is badass.
Yeah, so I am in the construction industry, logistics, transportation. I don't really tell everybody that, but I am in that world also, and I love it. I
Hmm.
love it. It's my peace. It's where I think and I meditate and I manifest things for here,
Mm,
in my PR realm. Mm, Public relations, I love it. Educational wise, I write. I'm a real live journalist. I'm everything that I do is real. But a lot of
Mm.
people don't know that about me. And so, yeah, that's why I asked you if you had to sacrifice anything, what would you sacrifice and why?
Oh man, I'd probably sacrifice oh wow, that's difficult. Um I would sacrifice my knowledge for the construction. I feel
Okay.
like that could be relearned. You know, at first I was gonna say my skills with hockey, but growing up and playing hockey, it taught me a lot in life that you know I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't learn those things. So I don't
Mm-hmm.
think I could sacrifice that. Um, so yeah, I would sacrifice my knowledge with steam fitting um, to get to the next level, without a doubt.
Okay, you guys, we are on Exquisite Conversation, and we have LJS on here, and he is the bomb. You guys, he's a New York based rap artist. You guys come in, say hey, say what's up, talk to him, ask him any questions, um, make him feel uncomfortable, make him smile, make him blush, get him out here, you guys. Because you will be seeing more of him. I'm pretty sure of it. If B.Dvine has her hands on it, you're going somewhere. I'm
Yeah,
just letting you know. Yes,
thank you.
absolutely. Yeah. And so, with everything that you've been through in your life, because we're going to get into some other questions that may be serious. And then,
I like that.
yeah, okay, that's what's up. That's
Yeah,
what's up.
I'm a very yeah I'm a very serious and deep person, so I love that
Oh,
shit.
okay. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. So that gives me a little insight that we can talk then. We can have a real
Oh yeah.
conversation. Okay, and people know that exquisite conversation, yes, it is exquisite, but we had late night conversations. If you guys notice, you guys can relax here, have a drink, cuss, say whatever you want to say, be yourself, because we're here to stay, you're here to stay, and
Mm,
someone might need to just hear what you have to say. That's the whole thing. Because a lot of people are rappers or artists or comedians or what have you, but at the beginning of the day, at the end of the day, we're humans
yeah.
and we feel the same, we hurt the same. I mean, and people need to understand that behind that artist is a human being, and some people don't realize that, and that's why exquisite conversation is here because
Mm,
you find a lot of people who are what do you call them where they're crazy when they see they see artists and they go crazy. I can't even think of the word right now. That's funny because I'm not that. I've never been. Um, I
like
started off.
is it like
Yeah. What?
starstruck or something?
Yes, that word. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people are starstruck, but that's because they don't know the real. And if you've never been around
Mm,
the real, maybe grandfathered into it or just in the industry alone, you don't know that some people are in their car sleeping. That's why they
mm.
call it a starving artist. They don't know
Oh
that.
shit.
Some people who are trying to be actresses and actors, they go to LA with $5, and some of them make it, some of them don't. The ones that do, that are able to tell the story, if you hear the story of Sylvester Stallone with the dog and how he got there,
Yeah.
it's just an amazing story. You know what I mean? Like people are human
Didn't
beings, and we
he?
all make sacrifices.
Yeah. Didn't he like sell the dog, and then once he got famous, he bought the dog back or something, or he
Yes,
tried to?
yes. Went to try to buy the dog back. Meaning, to me, the attachment there and the love was tremendous. Tremendous. He probably thought about his dog every day. You know what I mean? People love their animals, um,
Yeah.
but at the same time, he made an ultimate sacrifice to just whether it was gas, whether it was something to eat, whatever it was, to get to that next level, to get where he needed to be, because he had a dream, a desire. You know,
Mm,
um, I don't know. I'm a person who feels like dreams do come true because sometimes I'm amazed that I'm here or that
yeah.
I'm
No,
on my
I
way.
definitely believe that. Yeah.
Hmm.
No, I believe the same thing. Dreams, miracles, all that come true. But I also believe you gotta put the right work in to get there.
Definitely, definitely. You guys, once again, come in. I'm gonna go ahead and put welcome here in the box. We want to welcome you. Anyone that's here, anyone that has anything to say, we would like to see you. We would like to say hi. A lot of times, I see people here that come in and say, "Hey, team," and so on and so forth, which speaks volumes to me. I I really do. I see. You know, a lot of times I see everything, and I see way past everything, and a lot of people don't see that. I want to ask you a question. Um, in
Mm.
what way do you aim to make a difference?
Um. Oh wow, that's I like that question. Um. I guess to make a difference in the way people see the world. I know a lot of people that have that that hate view or like that fuck you view of the world where it doesn't have to be like that. It could be, I accept you for who you are. Even if you're a liar, I know that you're a liar, so I expect you to lie to me. I think DMX said it in an interview where like, you don't have to go around with that fuck you attitude. It could be like a respectful fuck you at least. You could go around with that attitude. But
Mhm.
but I guess the difference I want to make is really open up people's eyes to look at the world and understand that everyone's going through something. So if someone has an attitude towards you, it may not be specifically towards you as a person. It could be whatever they're dealing with, and something little just jump started it. So now it's getting reflected at you, but it has nothing to do with that person.
And that was something for me today. Thank you so much. Because
Yeah,
yeah,
of course.
that I mean, see, I had something happen today, and just what you when you just said that, I'm like, you know what? It just hit me that aha moment. You know what? Aha, aha. You know what? You're absolutely right. It might not have had nothing anything to do with me, and I just was that next pillar. And
Yeah,
I'll take that for what that's worth. For what that's worth. And then I'll pretend that it didn't happen. Just act like it's normal tomorrow, you know. So
yeah.
yeah,
Well,
I want
I've learned.
to. Hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've learned that a lot in life. And I've learned that with myself too. I'd be in a bad mood, and my dad could just say, "Hey, take out the garbage," and like I wouldn't snap like that, but I would like walk around with that grump face, like fine. But then like in my head, I'd be like, "No, I don't want to take out the fucking garbage," and like I'd have that setback moment, like, "Whoa, whoa, it's not him. It's my boss screamed at me for no reason today, and then I got caught in traffic, and then someone cut me off, and then I hit a red light when I'm supposed to be here at this time. So all that built up to take out the garbage was not towards him or whatever. It's weird. Like it was. I had a lot of moments like that, and then eventually it clicked.
Absolutely, absolutely. I would ask you how old you are, but I won't. Um, for the
How
ladies,
old? Yeah. Well, how old do you think I am?
28, maybe 29.
No, I'm 21. I'll be 22 October.
Are you
Yeah.
serious? You are
Yeah.
very,
Yeah.
very, very. You have an old soul. Ooh.
Yeah. Well, my mom and dad, they grew up in the meetings. They used to be alcoholics before they had me, and
Oh wow.
when I was born, yeah, when I was born, or when my mom got pregnant, they started going to meetings. So I grew up in that like NA mindset where it was like just for today, or and they've been clean ever since. Never did drugs, never did alcohol, nothing. Has always been clean, and I grew up in a household where I can openly speak about things, and they would try to teach me, and even music wise, they would play old music like Big Pun, Pac, Biggie. So I grew up in an old school kind of home.
Mm-hmm. Wow. And when you say 21, and I look at you, I see it. Now that you say it, but just
Yeah,
communicating with you, I would have definitely been tricked.
yeah.
If we were
There's
somewhere,
been
I would have been
times
like,
where
"Mm."
oh yeah. Well, when so I have a younger brother. He's 9 now, but I would take him to the park when he was like 5, and people would come up to me and be like, "Oh, how old is your son?" I'm like, "Yo, I'm 18 years old. Like, what are you talking about?" But at the same time, I had like a whole thing of facial hair. My hair was grown out, so it was like, yeah, it was bad. And I'm like, "Oh shit, I gotta shave. Like, this isn't good."
Wow. and just your
Yeah.
conversation too. So not just your look, not just your face, but just the conversation that you can hold. You are definitely not scripted. You guys, this is not scripted. This is all the way live.
No.
Um,
Yeah.
LJS is giving it to you in the raw, and he's definitely mature for his age. Shout out to
Thank you.
B.Dvine. We thank you so much for
Yeah.
giving us an opportunity to interview him and enjoy him before he becomes busy.
Yeah.
Because
Thank you.
you're very busy.
I hope one day.
Yes.
Thank you.
Oh no, don't even hope. Already, it's already in the making. I heard it's invigorating.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. With you telling me that your parents were in the rooms, my mother too was in the rooms. You
Mm.
see what I'm saying? Like we are all human beings. You
Yeah.
never know. You know what I mean? Like that's like that community is small yet it's big, but yet it's small. And
Yeah.
so I grew up going there too in Gateway and so on and so forth. And I hated it at the time. But people don't understand that them 12 steps aren't just for people who use alcohol or drugs. Those 12 steps can be for a regular person that just
Oh
wants
man.
to keep life in order.
Yeah. Actually, that's a funny story. Last year, my mom and dad's first sponsor is actually my uncle, not by blood, but like, they were. He was my mom and dad's first sponsor, and last year, I was I was always the type of kid that like was codependent. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? I was very like I needed somebody, a significant other there with me, and it came to a point where I got played very like really bad, like fucking played, looked like an idiot, and I said fuck it, like I'm gonna talk to my uncle, I'm gonna start talking to him, and we still talk to this day, repeatedly. But I was actually going through the 12 steps with codependency, so exactly what you said, like a regular person, I never I'm not an alcoholic. I've never done drugs in my life. I think I smoked weed once, but I'm not that type of person to rely on that stuff for happiness. Um, but yeah, just for codependency in general, that helped. Like 12's a lot, and it's what you said. A lot of people don't understand that those 12 steps are just having somebody there to talk to. It's unbelievable for your mental health. Just getting it all out from to somebody that you feel is not going to judge you, you know, not going to feel a certain way with whatever you say, and it's going to be kept at 100% secrecy. It's
Mm-hmm.
unbelievable for the mental health.
Absolutely. That word anonymity.
Yeah.
Anonymity. And if anybody knows what anonymity is, that's in that first book. That's in that preamble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about it, that preamble, the anonymity, and to be able to talk to some people who are like you. Because for some reason, I don't know, the world feels like nobody understands. That's the first thing you hear somebody say, right? Like, nobody, you don't
Mm.
understand. Nobody under. Yes, we do. I have a tendency to tell my children, I was just your age a few minutes ago because I'm not that old. Like I was just your age. Like so, I get it. Like I get
Mm.
it. And to be able to navigate and tell someone and them to be able to navigate you into a different emotional dimension is a powerful thing.
Mm.
Is a powerful thing, and I think that that's awesome. I got another question to you though. With that being said, and you're in New
Say that again.
York. New York is like the fashion statement of the world, like the fashion place of
Mm.
the United States. It's like the place to be. Um, who's your fashion icon and why?
Oh, man, I don't know. So like I'm more somebody who just dresses like I guess you could say like bummy but nice. Like I'm big into sweatpants, basketball shorts. Like I don't personally I don't care for True Religion or like Gucci or like those name brand clothes because it's just clothes at the end of the day. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So, but I guess with that being said, if I had to pick one, I I don't even know. Could I might need some examples to like base my answer off of, if that's
Let's see.
possible.
Well, I mean, a lot of guys wear True Religion. Or even if it's just what's your fashion. If you had to go on stage, with when I think about you and I hear you talk, I think about Eminem and 8 Mile. And I think about his style. You only get one shot to blow. Like I think about you and Eminem. Like you know what I mean? That's what I see. So
Yeah,
he was just like it wasn't anything major, you know. It wasn't they didn't show any pics with him getting the hats or shopping. He had the baggy jeans on, big jeans, big shirt, and he was like had the crowd bumping, you know. So what
yeah.
could we expect to see LJS out there in?
I guess like actually you guys called me on a good day because I'm actually like dressed up sort of. I went to the mall to like get some books, but yes, like some Calvin Klein or whatever. You know, like a nice pair of jeans, but like some. I guess I like Calvin Klein a lot. It's just like comfortable clothing, you know. If I'm dressing nice, but if you see me bumming it, you'll probably see me in some like Walmart sweatpants or whatever. You know, the
Hmm.
Walmart basketball shorts.
Yeah.
Or if you see me in like name brand stuff, it was a Christmas present. You know what I mean? Like it was a birthday present or a Christmas present because I don't really spoil myself like that.
Okay. Okay. You know, you remind me so I don't know why. I just said Eminem, but outside of Eminem, the three brothers, and they're actors. I can't think of their names right now, but they own restaurants. They just brought one to Chicago. And they do Calvin Klein commercials. One does the Calvin Klein underwear. What's his name?
Oh, is it the three brothers that are actors, right? Is it
Yeah, what's
fuck? Oh, I
the
don't know.
the you got it. You got it. You know what I'm talking about.
is it like the Franco brothers or something?
No, not
I don't know if
Franco.
they own any rest.
You guys,
Yeah,
somebody come in here and help us. We're exquisite conversation, you
yeah,
guys.
we
Who
need
are
some
we
help.
looking for? We need the Calvin Klein guy. He plays in a lot of movies. He's very handsome, actually. Very, very handsome. My favorite. He's my favorite. The something brothers. Nevertheless, you remind me of them too. You and they're from New York based. So you remind me of them. Kind of got that Yonkers talk. But you look
Oh,
well. You
thank
look
you.
awesome in your Calvin Klein shirt
Oh,
and
thank
jeans.
you.
But you know, you look perfect. Movie night, just chilling. You look good.
Yeah,
Um,
thank you very much.
if there's anywhere that you can perform in the world,
Mm.
anywhere in the world, where would you want to go?
Oh man, I gotta say Madison Square Garden. That would be insane in the heart of New York. Oh, that would be awesome. But if like, I guess really anywhere. You know, I'm a very like easy go with the flow kind of person. I
Hmm.
believe in like whatever's supposed to happen will happen. So you know, I guess I'm just thankful for anything. You know, but if
Mm,
there was anywhere, man, I gotta go with my hometown, Madison Square Garden. That would be
wow.
unbelievable.
Okay, there was one seed just dropped. Hopefully that'll happen for you.
Yeah. Oh,
And then
I think the chat said the Wahlberg.
Wahlberg, yes. I don't see the chats. I can't even see him. The
Oh yeah,
Wahlbergs,
I just saw
right?
the
That is. If you can see
yeah.
the chats, then that's great. I can't see the chats. That's crazy. Like I said,
Oh
by the
yeah,
middle
I
of the
saw.
show, you'll be running it.
Yeah, no, I saw the marker or the exquisite PR firm asked a question. What goals am I planning to reach musically? I guess I don't know. I guess like really just to open up people's eyes. Like maybe try to have people view the world differently, or mainly just to help people. You know, like Eminem was a big influence, obviously, and me musically and life wise, but even NF or Hobson, like what they did for me was unbelievable. Like it was therapy. You know, um, sometimes I teared up to certain songs because of how real it was, how much it cut deep into me. And you know, if I could do that to somebody, or if at one point in my career somebody reaches out and says, "You just helped me not commit suicide," that would be
Mm.
my greatest achievement. You know, screw the money, screw the fame, all that. You know, if I could just help anybody that ever felt like me or feels like me, you know, that would be the best thing that could ever happen.
So how do you? And that's interesting that you said that. So you are an advocate against suicide.
Yeah, oh, big time. My aunt committed suicide a while ago. Have you ever seen the movie The Bronx Tale?
Yes.
So remember the scene where Sonny was talking about the three great ones?
Mm-hmm.
Um, so for me, my three great ones is, my mom, my aunt, and I'm still looking for the third. I haven't found it yet. But I know soon. I know one day I will. But as of now, she was one of my great ones. She really helped me in my life, and I looked at her like a second mom. And one day she just killed herself. Just OD'd on pills, and since then it just hasn't felt the same without her. And it's been years now, but even just growing up without her is just difficult. And what sucks is how low she felt because I've definitely felt that low. I've definitely I've tried it. I never went through with it. But um, yeah, it's a suckish feeling for everybody who cares for that person who kills himself.
Yeah, it is, and I'm so sorry to I'm so sorry that you have went there, been there, and go through that every day. You just said something
Yeah.
that is definitely interesting though, that you have been there and tried it. So you yourself
Mm.
has have been um borderline suicidal,
Yeah, without a doubt.
clinically diagnosed.
Yeah. Well, actually, at that time, I wasn't in therapy. It took me like years later to be in therapy. But at the time, it was, I was going down the road or whatever, like 80, and there was a turn coming up, and I almost didn't turn, and I almost wrapped myself around a tree. And at that time, I just felt like I had nobody really there for me, and that was actually the last time I cried, about 6 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's cool. Like I'll talk about it openly, and a lot of people will be like, "Oh my god, like I can't believe," and I'm just like a believer in talking things out, um,
Absolutely.
because at that time I wasn't talking to anybody, and that's what made me do it because I made myself feel lonely. So
Mm-hmm.
you know, but since then, I was since that like I was talking to my therapist about it, and he said, yeah, that was like clinical suicidal, but he just says I'm clinically depressed now, so we're just we're just vibing, we're getting through.
And that's okay. And it's interesting that we're at this point because um, it's a lot of this suicide. It's a lot of clinically depressed. It's a lot of
Mm,
PTSD and so on and so forth. Right now in America, if you guys are listening, we have LJS here, and he is open and honest. And I appreciate you for that, and I thank you, and I
of
tip
course.
my hat to you, brother, because a lot
Thank
of
you.
people don't open up about those things. I will say myself. Um, I just heard that you say you're a therapist. So you talk to a therapist?
Yeah. So I've been talking to him for a few months now. It came to a point where I felt the thoughts getting coming back, the suicidal
Mm,
thoughts coming back out of nowhere too. It wasn't even like something happened. My life was going well. And it just came back for some reason. I just couldn't get it out of my head, and I just kept questioning my purpose. I feel like a lot of people question their purpose in life. That's a huge, huge reason for suicide because they think, oh, I have no purpose. And you know, I, I don't know what my purpose is, but I know that I'm here for a reason. And that's one of the
hmm
main things that keeps me level-headed. Like whether it's whether it's blowing up or whether it's helping millions of people or whether it's later in life I meet one person that really needs my help and I help them, and then that's my time. Then I die. Then I guess, yeah. So I've been, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm rambling on and stuff,
No,
but
you're not.
but yeah.
You're not. You are an exquisite conversation. You can. This is your show. You can talk as much as you want to talk about whatever you want to talk about. And if the topic is this, then this is what we're talking about. And I love it. I actually really am grateful that you are here talking about this because this is helping the community. It's so many teenagers.
Oh,
You're
thank you.
21 years old
Yeah.
and people go through this every day. Look, I am Pavani J, and I am the one to tell you guys I got a counselor and a therapist, and I talk to them on Wednesday and Saturday, and those 2 days of the week are picked. for a reason. Because between Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm about to go nuts. And then I talk to her and I'm okay. And then Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday to prepare me for the next week.
Yeah,
And it's
I like how
okay.
you said that. Yeah, no, I like how you
I
said that
mean,
because
for
I
real.
speak with my
Like,
therapist on Wednesdays too, right in the middle of the week because that's the craziest
right.
part.
That is the craziest point. Like I speak to my therapist and I have built like it's this is not like a little bit like this isn't just this lady or they don't just flip flop out or anything like that. This is lady has been in my life for 17 years. Like so
Oh
therapy
wow,
has not just been right. And that's what a lot of people say, like, oh my God, is she crazy? No, I'm not crazy.
no, not at
Most
all.
people who are here or most people who are where we are actually geniuses or extraordinary, extra sensitive to
Mm,
other human beings. So we feel energy, we feel things that are out of the norm, which can cause us to cause shakery in us or cause things to be of a drift, and like out of nowhere you feel sad or out of nowhere you feel
yeah.
compelled or overwhelmed with this feeling of I'm not good enough or I'm not going to make it.
Mm,
But you have to know that you are great enough. You are great enough. And with the help of someone else talking to me, I am able to change my mind, instinct,
mm,
fix it, to know that I'm extraordinary. That's all. I'm not weird. And people say, you're weird. I'm not weird. I'm just extraordinary. And that's
yeah.
extra.
Well,
That's extraordinary.
to the people who say that, fuck them. That's my motto, respectfully, at least. I've always grown up like thinking about what people think about me, and I'm just talking it out with different people, like my therapist and my uncle. You know, I'm realizing like if I'm opening up to somebody and they judge me for who I was in my past, or judge me for my past experiences, then they don't deserve to be in my life because they're not giving me the shot. They're not they're not trying to get to know me. So
Absolutely.
you know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Absolutely. They're not giving you an opportunity. They're
Yeah.
not, and I'm a firm believer in which I'm a firm believer in that. I agree with you totally.
Yeah, I also want to say that's awesome how you've been in therapy for 17 years. That is like that. No, that is really good because
You don't
I'm a
think
huge
that's too
believer.
long?
No, I'm a huge believer in that because we go through things every day that we feel is like stupid, but then you talk to your therapist about it and they open you up, they open your eyes up, and what's crazy is you know um recently I was talking to this girl for like 4 months. We never got into it, but I really thought that she was gonna be the one. You know what I mean? Like
Hmm.
I really had that feeling, and she played me like a motherfucker, left me at my
No,
lowest point, and you know that was that. So I lied earlier, saying the last time I cried was when I was going. So when she left, I actually like cried a little bit. You know what I mean? And I opened up to my therapist recently, and he had said that you know look deeper into it, and I found out that I'm not mad at the fact that she left me. I'm more mad and upset at the fact that I gave her the chance to get to know me when she never deserved it from the beginning. I was too blind to see the signs she was giving off from the very beginning. And which is crazy because something so little opened up my eyes to something even bigger. So that's why I commend you for being in therapy for that long.
thank you. I'm still a work in progress because I still do that. Um, for some reason, I was made up. I don't know. My father and my mother told me that they made love the night that they had me. That's
Oh,
what
that
they
is
told
awesome.
me. And they said, so I'm a bundle of love. You're a bundle of love. You're a bundle of love, Chula. You're a bundle of love. We made love when we had you. And so yeah, it sounds real good until you're Chula, until you're me, and you walk around and you think, oh, everything is lovely, and oh, this is love, and oh, this is nice, and everything is just love, 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 and it's not really like that, you
Yeah.
know. And then you get next to somebody, and then you find out that they don't feel the same way you do, or you think that this person is your friend and they're not, or you like,
Mm.
hey girl, I feel like you my sister, and she be like, yeah, girl, me too, and she don't really give a fuck about you, real talk.
Nah.
You know
She's
what I'm
saying
saying?
that while she's saying that while she's putting the knife in your back without you even
Man,
realizing.
man, really. So with all that being said, um, I was forced into therapy. I didn't go to therapy because I thought I needed it or because I wanted to have it. I was like forced to try it, forced to do it, forced so I wouldn't go to jail. Like
Oh,
I
shit.
was I wasn't always a good kid. Like I wasn't the
It's all
best kid
good.
ever. I would be lying. For those people who know Pavani J from the Chicagoland area, they know me. They know me. I would be lying if I said that. Like, I never got in trouble before. Like I mean I've done some things and I mean I had an option. Um I'm glad I chose that option. Well, at least my parents chose it for me. I mean, I'm glad they chose it for me. They're no longer here, and
Oh, I'm sorry to
but
hear that.
yeah, I was really young, 28 years old, 29, no parents, 30. I
Oh,
did
man.
30, no parents, navigating this planet, um, with whatever they gave me. I had the capability of spending 9 hours with my father and 2 days with my mother, and I let them pour into me everything that they, see, it's different when you're passing away. Can you imagine this? Can you imagine being on your bed and it's time for you to go, and your child standing next to you, and you're looking at your child and you know it's over?
Mm.
And my father was always disabled, so we knew he taught us as we grew up he wouldn't be here for a long time. So we knew death, could happen at any time. So it wasn't anything that was like a big tragedy, but yet it was a tragedy. And can you imagine looking at your child and any and everything that you're going to teach your child? It's that time right now. People don't think like this. You don't think like there's going to be a day and there's going to be a time that I can be gone. And it could be tomorrow. We don't know. Nobody knows the day or the time. And did I teach? Did I touch somebody's life? And if nothing else, my children, did I teach, pour into, guide, and show them everything that they need to navigate this universe um, in the correct way? Period. And if I didn't, then raise your hand because I need to show you again. I tell my that. I tell my kids that all the time. If you miss something, then raise your hand because I need to show you again because I had those 9 main hours with my father, and I can remember looking at him when both of us in tears and me holding his hand and crying, and we're praying. And I said, "Tell me everything you need to tell me about life right now."
Oh, man.
He
I'm
had a
sorry
trait.
you had to go through that.
I've been through it. I've been through it all. I've been through it all. I'm fine. And he gave me some valuable lessons, and I'm truly blessed to have been able to do that because some people regret the fact that they weren't able to see him. So I'm grateful. I'm still here, and I never, like I said, dreams do come true. Yours too. I think that here in a few years we're gonna be seeing you walk across that Emmy Award, trying to maybe
Oh,
maybe
man.
sit at the stage or something, maybe sitting out there hanging out.
You see me
Um,
in like
that's,
sweatpants. Everyone's dressed up in tuxedos. I'll
you
be in
know what?
sweatpants. Nah.
That's okay. But you know what? You might do that, and it'll be funny because if you're a trendsetter, everyone else would be talking about LJS wears sweatpants like this, shoot, and he put them down. Shoot,
Yeah.
just
That
like
is
you.
true.
They'll be rocking it just like you. Yeah, so I've been through some things in my life, just as well as you, and I just commend you for being able to come here and say that and being able to open up and talk and be yourself, without any well ado. I don't know. I just tip my hat off to you, brother. Like, and just
Thank you.
listening to the song. I mean, I was like, and almost. That's really why I was late. To be honest with you,
Uh-huh.
I was vibing to the music, and I looked at the clock, and it was like eight. It was like 8:37, and
Oh,
then
shit.
it was like 8:37, and then from 8:37, I don't know what happened. I almost fell trying to get in the door because it was like 8:58. But
Oh,
I was
shit.
just listening to it over and over and over again because just the
Thank you.
words that you choose to use. It's something just happened behind me with some fire, so I can't move. What the hell?
Thank
Oh,
you.
sorry that I am off beat, but I really, really commend you. And I'm going to ask you one crazy question, though. We got to ask you a crazy question. I
Without
mean,
a
if you
doubt.
had to switch bodies with one other artist, who would
Ooh.
it be and why?
Um. Oh, man. I guess I would say Drake. Yeah, I would say because he's the
Why?
top. So he's like the top artist right now, right? You would say he was probably one of the most famous people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I would swap bodies with him to see what that fame entails. You know, because being being the number one person, the face of the earth, you know, you're recognized everywhere. You have no privacy. You can't go anywhere. You can't go out. You can't, you know. So I would like to see how that is, and then, you know, obviously I would be swapped back into my body, and I would see if I really wanted to be like that or not. You know, I don't, because I'm a private person. I'm a real introvert. You know, I like my privacy. I like going somewhere and not being like hassled or whatever. But you know, because I've had that in school where when I left for hockey, I was still in school at the time, and I would come back, and everywhere I went, people I didn't even know, oh my God, Joe, da 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 da, because they thought what I was doing was playing professional or something, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, um, it sucked having everybody come up to me when I'm trying to get to class, trying to study, trying to read or whatever, and it was just like, so just to see what it's really like to be at the top, it would be
Mm-hmm.
like just to see what it entails.
Yeah. I thought you would have said. I thought you would have said Jay Z though, but Drake.
Jay Z, that
Jay Z
is,
is like wow, way
yeah,
two different realms, but you
yeah,
know, they're still both famous. I thought you would have said Jay Z though, but Drake is still um really good. But I didn't think about
yeah,
it like that. To come
yeah. So
back and to know what that feels like, and to
yeah,
know if you really want to keep going and doing what you're doing, that's a hell of an answer, you guys. Tells you what his
yeah.
mind thinks like.
But even still, I would still do what I do. You know, I would still try to like take it to the top. You know, and if it ever does happen where I am the number one, that would be that would totally be a dream come true. I would love that. I would, you know, but I don't know how I'd feel with people just coming up to me when I'm trying to, you know, play with my kids. That
Yeah.
I feel like that's, you know, that's kind of like disrespect to my time, you know. But at
Mm-hmm.
the same time, I guess I wouldn't know how it feels or how I would react until I get there.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's gonna happen. That
Oh,
will
thank you.
happen. Yeah, that will happen. And people do not care. Paparazzi,
Yeah,
TMZ, um, Judge
even the thing.
whoever. Yeah,
Yeah,
they
well,
don't.
even the thing with Kanye, the paparazzi was in his home at 3:30 a.m., like in his driveway at 3:30 a.m. And I'm sitting there watching, and I think they flipped it where they made Kanye look like an asshole. And I'm sitting there
Wow.
thinking, I'm like, it's 3:30 a.m. Everyone's sleeping. Kanye's just getting up to go to work, to do what he does, and you're in his driveway. You're not even outside of his property. You're invading his privacy,
Mm-hmm.
and you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to say good morning or try to get something, and you're gonna say he's an asshole for telling you to shut the fuck up and go away. Like the guy just woke up. I don't know about anybody else, but when I wake up at fucking 4 o'clock for work, I don't want to be. I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be bothered or hassled or get into a deep conversation. I just want to get on the road and do what I have to do for the next hour, and then I'll be good. You know, drink a cup of coffee or whatever. Do, but for that first hour, I don't want to talk to anybody when I first wake up.
Right. You still have to. You're not that pop up. Like some people have. Some people it takes them a little bit longer to
Yeah,
even get things going or function. I'm that person. Like you asked me a question at 8 o'clock. I'm like, wait, what happened?
yeah.
I can't
I
even
hear
function.
gibberish.
Like, yes, it's just like the wires are connected or something. And
Yeah,
then they'll
my
say
dad.
this actually just happened, right? I mean, it was a serious call too. It was like a early morning business call that I didn't know because I get caught off guard all the time. With hello, hey, this is a business call. I'm like, oh, okay. How are you? And so Nicole something, and I'm like, wait, what happened? And I'm not
Nah, it'd
ready
be
yet.
like that.
And I'm like on mute telling the lady at Starbucks, like, I need 3 espressos.
Yeah, just to wake up.
Right. Just to get into them, stupid.
Yeah,
So I get it. I think Kanye is a genius. Sometimes he's just
yeah.
misunderstood. We've been here right now an hour. It's 10:01.
Oh no
Um,
way! I didn't even realize that.
yes, yeah, it's
I'm
always. And
sorry.
when no, when you have a good time, when you have a good time and things go by fast, you don't
Yeah.
realize. And that's the whole point of being on Exquisite Conversation. You guys, I'm sorry for the way that the camera is. I'm trying to move around so you guys can see me really well and so that I don't keep popping out of the screen. I want to ask for the forgiveness of the crowd, for the people who let me. Don't look, 1 second. Step back. Thank you. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So for the people who, for the people um the people who got you here, I want to thank you. For the production team in the background, I want to thank you. For the people who listen and the people who will be listening to Exquisite Conversation, I want to thank you. This looks like crap though, and we will be fixing it really really soon. But we got LJS here. You guys, he has been fabulous. I feel really, really connected to you. When you do make it to the top, and when you are at the top and you're playing in the clouds, please don't
Thank
forget
you.
me. I would love to interview
Never.
you again. We'll bring you back here real soon. B.Dvine, thank you so much. We tip our hats to you. And Lily, thank you so much. I'm pretty sure of it. And everyone else in the background, Exquisite is here to stay. For those who don't know, and is that I would love for you to tell them how to contact you and how to get your
Yeah.
music. Is it on every is your music on every platform?
Yes, yes. Spotify, Apple Music. I know those are the two main ones, but I believe it's on every platform.
Okay. Well, B.Dvine, if it's B.Dvine, probably on every platform. So
Yeah.
tell them how to reach you and how to contact you.
Yeah. So I mainly use Instagram or Facebook, and my Facebook is my actual name. Joseph Stacy's. That's STASYS. And my Instagram I think is all caps LJS and then lowercase official. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much what I use. And I think if you guys use Twitter, LJS official one, but I'm not really on Twitter. B gets mad at me sometimes because I don't really go on Twitter that much. But I'm sorry, B.
That's okay. You'll get it. You'll get it. You have to do every platform, and it's not easy. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
easy.
it's definitely confusing sometimes because I'm sitting there like, oh, what should I say? Or sometimes I'll ask him, I'm like, hey, does this caption sound good? Like, is this a good way to promote my music? Like,
Mhm.
because I'm not big into social media. I actually hate social media because I think it's a facade. Everybody posts fake shit just to make their lives seem 100 times better, and it's like, shut up. We know you're going through a tough time. Don't make it like
Right. I just
you
seen you
in
crying
Italy right now.
yesterday. Right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
It's funny because it's real. And
yeah.
everything that you're saying is real. You guys, I want to let you guys know that I'm sorry, LJS is one of the realest ones. One of
Thank
the
you.
realest ones, next to three more of my top interviews that I've done here
Thank you.
at Exquisite Conversation. And I'm proud to have you. 6 months from now, we'll reroute you again, just to come back and get the Bobos, just because we know. I feel like we built a little rapport here, and
Yeah,
I will be bringing you back so that the next time that you come back, you'll feel even better, and you might be able to host Exquisite Conversation with B.Dvine J. And
yeah, without a
here
doubt.
we go. Absolutely, absolutely. You guys heard where you guys can reach him at. You guys can reach him on every outlet. Purchase his music. We believe in our fans, and I want to thank you for coming. And I salute you guys. Talk to you later.
See you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.